My girlfriend whispered, don't freak, my ex is staying over, just friends. I replied, sure. Then I booked a hotel, emailed the HOA about overnight guests, and requested door camera footage. When the board copied her on the violation notice, she finally messaged, wait, can we talk? I, 31 male, own a condo in one of those communities with an HOA that actually takes their rules seriously. Been living there for 4 years. My girlfriend Desiree, 29, moved in about 8 months ago. We'd been dating for a year and a half total. Seemed like the logical next step. Quick context. I bought this place myself, saved for 5 years for the down payment. It's nothing fancy. 2-bedroom, decent kitchen, small balcony, but it's mine. Desiree pays me $600 a month to cover utilities and groceries. Way below market rate, but I figured we were building something together. 2 weeks ago, Friday night, we're watching some show about tiny houses when her phone buzzes. She glances at it and her whole demeanor shifts. So, don't freak out, she starts. Already a great beginning, right? My ex Garrett is in town for the weekend. His hotel fell through, some convention overbooked everything. He needs a place to crash. I pause the show. Your ex wants to stay here? Just for 2 nights. He'll sleep on the couch. We're totally just friends now. Been broken up for like 3 years. The ex you dated for 5 years? That Garrett? She rolls her eyes. God, you're being so insecure. Yes, that Garrett. It's not a big deal. We're adults. Here's what she didn't know. Last month, my buddy Terrence, who lives 2 buildings over, mentioned seeing Desiree having lunch with some guy. Tall, beard, drove a white Tesla. Terrence thought it was her brother. She doesn't have a brother. When I casually asked her about her day that evening, she said she'd been in back-to-back Zoom meetings. So when she springs this Garrett situation on me, my spidey senses are already tingling. Sure, I said, no problem. She blinked. Really? Yeah, you're right. We're all adults here. She kissed me on the cheek. You're the best. He'll be here tomorrow afternoon. That night, while she was asleep, I did 3 things. 1, booked myself a hotel room for the weekend. 2, logged into our HOA portal and refreshed myself on the guest policy. 3, checked our door camera footage from the past month. The HOA rules are crystal clear. Overnight guests staying more than 48 hours require registration. Unregistered guests are subject to a $500 fine per night. More importantly, there's a morality clause about maintaining the reputation and family-friendly environment of the community. The door camera footage? Oh boy. 3 weeks ago, Tuesday afternoon, Desiree leaving with someone matching Garrett's description. Him putting his hand on her lower back as they walked to the white Tesla. They were gone for 3 hours. Update 1 Saturday came around. I packed a bag while Desiree was at her Pure Barre class. She texts me at noon. Garrett's here. Come home soon so you guys can meet properly. Me, grabbed overtime at work. Be back late. On a Saturday? Me, big project deadline. You know how it is. Her, whatever. I check into my hotel, order room service, and pull up my laptop. The door camera app shows Garrett arriving at 12:30 p.m. with not 1, not 2, but 3 bags. My man's not crashing for a weekend, he's moving in. They disappear inside. I switched to the hallway camera. Yeah, the HOA has those too for security. They don't emerge until 6 p.m. when they walk to the parking garage together. Interesting behavior for just friends. That's when I execute phase 2. I email the HOA board. Subject line, concern about unregistered guest in Unit 4B. Dear board members, I'm writing to report an unregistered overnight guest in Unit 4B. As the owner, I was not consulted about this extended stay. I've attached screenshots from the building security footage showing the guest arriving with multiple bags, suggesting a stay exceeding the 48-hour grace period. As per Regulation 7.3.2, I'm requesting the board investigate this violation. Regards, Unit 4B owner. Now here's the beautiful thing about our HOA board. The president, Dolores, is a 68-year-old retired prosecutor who treats HOA violations like federal crimes. She responded within an hour. We take these matters very seriously. An inspection will occur Monday morning at 9 a.m. All parties will be notified. All parties, meaning they'd CC Desiree on the notice. Sunday afternoon, I'm chilling in my hotel room when my phone explodes. Desiree, WTF is this email? An HOA violation? Are you serious right now? Where are you? This is so petty. Garrett is going to think you're psycho. Answer your phone. I responded once, at work, following HOA protocols as a responsible owner. Please ensure your guest is registered if staying past 48 hours. She called 18 times. I didn't answer. But then she made a crucial mistake. She posted on her Instagram story, "When your insecure boyfriend tries to control who you can be friends with. Toxic red flag." Except she forgot that my cousin Naya follows her. Naya screenshotted the next story, posted an hour later. Desiree and Garrett, wine glasses in hand, on my balcony. Caption, "Real ones don't judge your choices." Update 2 Monday morning came fast. I took a personal day and arrived at my condo at 8:55 a.m. Desiree was in the kitchen glaring at me. "Where the hell have you been?" "Hotel. Didn't want to impose on your time with your friend." Garrett emerged from my bedroom. Not the couch. My bedroom, shirtless. "You must be the boyfriend," he said, extending his hand like we're about to have a civil conversation. I didn't shake it. "I'm the owner. You're in my bedroom." Desiree said it was okay since you weren't using it. Before I could respond, the doorbell rang. Dolores and 2 other board members, clipboard in hand. "Mr. Out. Name, Miss Desiree. We're here about the unregistered guest." Desiree tried to charm them. "This is such a misunderstanding. This is just my friend Garrett. He's only here for the weekend." Dolores pulled out her iPad. Security footage shows he arrived Saturday at 12:30 p.m. with 3 bags. It's now Monday. That exceeds 48 hours. But additionally, we've received a complaint about inappropriate behavior on the balcony. She showed them Naya's screenshot. Garrett stepped forward. "This is ridiculous. I'm just visiting a friend." Dolores turned to him. "Sir, are you listed on the lease?" "No, but are you registered as an overnight guest?" "We didn't think." "Then you're trespassing. You have 1 hour to vacate or will involve law enforcement." Desiree's face went nuclear. "You can't be serious. The fine is $500 per night, starting from Saturday. That's $1,500 total. It will be added to the unit's HOA account." She spun on me. "You're gonna pay that?" "Actually," I said, pulling out my phone, "according to our written agreement, you're responsible for any fines incurred due to your guests." I showed Dolores the text thread from when Desiree moved in, where she agreed to this exact term. Dolores noted it on her clipboard. "Miss Desiree, you'll receive an invoice within 48 hours. Garrett was already packing." "This is insane, Des. You said he was cool with it." "He said he was." "No," I corrected. I said, "Sure, no problem." "I never said he could stay here. I assumed you'd handle it responsibly." The board left. Garrett left, which left just Desiree and me. "You're a piece of work," she spat. "You humiliated me. You lied to me. Multiple times." "He wasn't sleeping on the couch, was he?" She crossed her arms. "We didn't do anything." "That's not the point and you know it." "God, you're so threatened by him. He's successful, confident, doesn't live by some stupid HOA rules. Then maybe you should go stay with him." "Maybe I will." She started packing, throwing stuff in bags, making a big production of it. Then she stops. "Wait, if I leave, how am I supposed to pay the fine?" "That sounds like a you problem. I don't have $1,500. Should have thought about that before you moved your ex into my bedroom." She tried tears next. "Baby, please, I'm sorry. I didn't think you'd react like this." "You didn't think at all." Update 3 Tuesday night. Desiree was still there. She'd been sleeping on the couch, giving me the silent treatment. I'd been staying in my bedroom with the door locked. Wednesday morning, she tries a different approach, makes breakfast, acts sweet. "Can we please just talk about this like adults?" "Sure. When are you planning to move out?" Her face falls. "You're seriously kicking me out over one mistake?" "One mistake? Should I pull up the door camera footage from the past month? Show you all the times Garrett's Tesla was in visitor parking?" She went pale. "You've been spying on me?" "It's my door camera. On my condo." That's invasive." "What's invasive is moving your ex into my home without permission." She slammed her coffee mug down. "Fine. You want to play hardball? I want my rent back. All 8 months of it." I actually laughed. "Your rent? You mean your contribution to utilities and groceries?" "I have receipts for everything. Your $600 doesn't even cover what you eat. I improved this place. I decorated. You hung up some Target prints and bought throw pillows. Your contributions are in those bags you're packing." That afternoon, she went nuclear on social media, posted in the community Facebook group about what a controlling, manipulative person I was. How I used HOA rules to abuse her. Dolores commented, per HOA guidelines, we cannot discuss specific violations. However, all residents and guests are expected to follow community rules, which are clearly posted on our website. Plot twist. Garrett commented too, Des, this is getting weird. Please stop tagging me. Then the best part. Thursday morning I get a call from Desiree's mom. How could you throw my daughter out over something so trivial? Ma'am, she moved another man into my bedroom. She said he was on the couch. Would you like to see the security footage of him coming out of my bedroom shirtless? Long pause. Shoot. She said you were being unreasonable. I was at a hotel while your daughter's ex-boyfriend slept in my bed. Who's being unreasonable? She hung up. Friday comes. Desiree's stuff is mostly packed. She's waiting for her friend Qley to pick her up. One last manipulation attempt. You know, I really loved you. I thought we had something special. So special, you needed to keep your ex around? He means nothing to me. Then why was he in my bed? Because you weren't there. You just left. Because you told me your ex was staying over like it was no big deal. It wasn't. Then why didn't you ask me properly? Why spring it on me last minute? She doesn't answer. Qley arrives. As they're loading her car, Garrett texts me. Yeah, he got my number from Desiree's phone. Bro, just so you know, nothing happened. But also, she's been texting me for months. Thought you should know. I forwarded the text to Desiree. Looks like Garrett disagrees about nothing happening. Her response? You turned him against me too. You're toxic. Final update. It's been a week since Desiree moved out. Here's the aftermath. She never paid the HOA fine. I had to cover it since it's attached to my unit, but I took her to small claims court. Judge looked at the evidence, the lease agreement where she agreed to cover guest-related fines, the HOA notification, the security footage, and ruled in my favor. $1,500 plus court fees. She posted one more Instagram rant about the injustice of it all. Garrett commented, Des, please stop. This is embarrassing. She deleted her account the next day. Her mom called me again, apologizing. Apparently, Desiree finally admitted she'd been reconnecting with Garrett for months and thought she could ease him back into her life without anyone noticing. The HOA board sent me a formal letter thanking me for maintaining community standards. Dolores added a handwritten note. Sorry you had to go through that. The next worthy young lady will be lucky to have such a responsible neighbor. Plot twist finale. Garrett reached out again last night. Sent me screenshots of texts from Desiree from the past 3 months. She'd been telling him I was probably cheating and emotionally distant, that she was only with me for the free housing until they could figure things out. One text stood out, dated 2 weeks before the incident. Just stay over. He's too passive to do anything about it. Trust me, I know how to handle him. I forwarded those to my lawyer handling the small claims case, just in case she tries to appeal. Yesterday, I ran into Terrence at the gym. He laughed and said, Dude, the whole building knows what went down. Dolores has been using it as an example in the HOA newsletter about why we have guest policies. I'm sitting in my bedroom, in my condo, gaming setup restored, meal prepping in peace. No dramatic Instagram stories, no surprise friends staying over, no one telling me I'm insecure for having boundaries. The $1,500 fine was actually worth it. Not because of the money, but because it exposed exactly who Desiree was. She thought I was too passive to stand up for myself. She thought she could move her ex into my home and I'd just deal with it. She thought wrong. The best part? She's currently staying with Qley, whose boyfriend apparently isn't happy about it. Garrett blocked her after she showed up at his hotel to talk. Her mom is disappointed in her choices. And me? I changed the locks, deep cleaned everything, and bought a new mattress, because there's no way I'm sleeping where Garrett was. My buddies think I went overboard with the HOA complaint. Maybe I did. But you know what? Sometimes when someone thinks you're a doormat, you need to show them you're actually a homeowner who knows his rights and has a really good security system. She whispered, Don't freak, thinking I'd make a scene and look like the jealous boyfriend. Instead, I stayed calm, documented everything, and let the HOA do what HOAs do best, enforce ridiculous rules that suddenly don't seem so ridiculous when they work in your favor. Edit, Since some of you asked, yes, I kept all the security footage and screenshots. My lawyer says they're gold if she tries anything else. Also, Dolores invited me to join the HOA board. I'm actually considering it. Turns out I have a knack for enforcement.